Okay, so I hope this works. It's first thing in the morning, so I gotta sip my coffee. Dexter is gonna come crashing through that door at any minute, so just wait for it. Okay, so I had a lot of responses for my giveaway, and I'm going to read the questions, and then if you had like a subsequent like similar question, I'm not going to read yours. I'm going to answer all the questions, but not multiple times. Try to save time. So let's just get started, and then at the end I'll do a little raffle with my phone and pick a winner. It doesn't matter if I read your question or not, you're still entered into the giveaway, every comment. Okay, Valerie Spadoro, I'm going to butcher people's names. I'm sorry, ahead of time. She says, congrats on your milestone. What's your favorite medium to use on your cards? Distress ink, dye ink, colored pencils, watercolor, etc. Love the videos of your son at the end of your videos. I love adding the videos of Dexter, or if my older two allow me to video them. It's really nice to share. So let's see, what's your favorite medium to use? Definitely Distress ink. Distress ink blending has got to be my favorite. I think that it just looks so good. You know, when you see a nice ink blended background, it is killer. That's my fave. Kathleen Dinkelman says, what are your favorite inks to use? Thanks for the chance. My favorite inks are Mama Elephant inks. I've never used Mama Elephant inks, but they've been in my cart several times. I love pigment ink, but I use Hero Arts, Tailored Expressions. I have some Lawn Fawn. They're all very similar formulas. That splotchy to smooth formula, those are my favorite. I do have a few MFT, but that's it. I haven't explored very many. I don't have any Alta New. That's got to be corrected. And what else do I want to try? Definitely want to try that Mama Elephant, but for now, Tailored Expressions and Hero Arts are my top when I stamp, when I'm like using colors to stamp. Sherry C, hey girl. Congrats on 500 plus subbies. My question is, how long have you been crafting? I've been crafting for as long as I can remember. As soon as I was old enough to play with scissors, I would make paper crafts. I love paper, but as for card making, about 7 years. I love your videos. Thank you. I've been paper crafting since I was pregnant with Hayden, and he's 13, so 13 years. That's when I discovered Stampin' Up. So discovered Stampin' Up through a sister-in-law and just loved it ever since. No matter where I went or what I did, I had stamps and ink and paper for the last 13 years. I've really started sharing online maybe the last 3 years. That takes some guts, clearly. The Wellness Girl, what are your top 10 fave paper crafting items? Thanks for the giveaway. Okay, top 10. Let's see, gosh, this is a hard question. Definitely my Sizzix Big Shot. You have to have that. That is a necessary. Definitely the MISTI. That's 2. The MISTI that changed the stamping world for me. Number 3. What else do I use? My paper cutter. Wire guide paper trimmer. Definitely, that's 3. Favorite medium, that's the Copics. Colored medium. Simon Says Stamp Fog cardstock. Can't live without that. Neenah 110 cardstock. Scotch 3M foam tape. Love that. my heat tool. Gotta have the heat tool for heat embossing. What else? Oh, distressed watercolor paper. I love that. My stamp chamois. Got my stamp chamois. Okay, so one more. What's around me? Scissors, a good pair of scissors. I use these a lot. I need some big ones though, like some big honkin' scissors. So that's 10. TCAT7175, what is your favorite technique? Mine is the emboss resist. That's probably ink blending. Ink blending is my favorite, I think. I also like to cut words in my paper a lot. Ink blending and cutting letters out of my paper, or sentiments. 25 Prague says, congratulations on reaching 500 subscribers. My question is, what helps you when you have a creative block? What has helped me in the past is to remake one of my older designs or to just play with some of my craft supplies. Just playing is a great idea. Just have fun with it. But I go on Pinterest and I don't necessarily search cards, but just everything. Like if I'm using a particular stamp set, like horses, then I'm gonna search horses and get some inspiration from art, from photography, from other people's cards, things like that. And then that usually works. That usually does the trick for me, and then I get some kind of idea. I don't always love every card that I make. And it's funny because the cards that I really are just like, oh, I don't know about this card. That's the ones you guys love the most. So I gotta stop doubting myself. Sunny63 says, congrats on your milestone. I'm excited to watch you succeed. Thank you. How do you fit your card making into your schedule? For me, I'm blessed to have room almost every day to play. I don't have room every day. I'm right now hiding downstairs waiting for Dexter to wake up and come crashing through that door, because it's going to happen. And I have 3 other kids in this house, 2 of my own and a stepdaughter, so it gets really busy. I also work and try to volunteer my time with the school and things like that, so I have to squeeze this in. It's a priority for me. I want to do it. It's fun for me. I love it. So I have to make time. I typically use my planner and schedule time, and I tell my husband and my kids, look, Mommy's got to play. I got to play today. I need to de-stress. And that's how it works. And sometimes it doesn't happen. Just got to go with the flow. GL says, okay, here I go. What are the colors you tend to use the most on your cards? Do you challenge yourself to combine colors that are not your favorites, or do you explore new combinations of colors? Congrats. Thank you. I love gray. I love gray. I have to try to push myself to stay away from the neutrals. I have to use color. It's not that I don't love it. I love all the other cards that everyone makes, but I'm drawn to the more simple and plain and boring. I call it boring. So I have to push myself. Sometimes on Pinterest they have great color combinations. The color challenges out there, they really push me to use the colors. So I use the color challenges. I use the color combos that I've saved on Pinterest. I have a huge color combination folder if you guys want to check it out on Pinterest. Not that I've used them, but they're there. But yeah, gray. Neutrals, but mostly gray. Love it. Okay. Joanna Larson Creative says, Altenew Beautiful Day is my favorite stamp. Do you have any? I think my favorite stamp, or stamp set, is probably one of my favorites from Stampin' Up. It's called Loads of Love. And it's a little truck and it has like stuff that you can put in the back, like presents and pumpkins and leaves and stuff like that. And that's probably one of my favorite stamp sets ever. I don't think I'll ever get rid of that. It's wood mounted stamp set, and it's just adorable. It's it was a great stamp set. It is a great stamp set. FP Handmade says, congrats. Is there anything you don't do well? For me, it's coloring. I have tried and I hate my results. I have practice. That's what I tell my daughter, my oldest. You cannot be perfect at anything unless you're a savant. So I have to practice. I'm not great at coloring, but I do it anyway because it's fun and you can't get better without practicing. So I color a lot, but I'm not great. If I had to choose one thing that I'm terrible at, it's fussy cutting. It's like a hacksaw. If I try to go in and color and cut something out, it is like I have chopped it with Edward Scissorhands. It is terrible. Well, he was really good at cutting bushes and stuff. Maybe that's not a good analogy. Oh well. Fussy cutting. Deneen Cook. Congratulations on reaching 500 subscribers. What kind of camera do you use to film your videos, and what program do you use to edit them? I've never filmed a video and would know where to start. I use a Canon 70D. It is great for filming and photography. I upgraded my camera. That was probably 2 years ago. I started with the Nikon 3200. My husband shoots Nikon. I shoot Canon, and he wants to take me back to the dark side. So I may be upgrading my camera in the future, but right now, Canon 70D, and it's a fabulous camera. I love it. I have no problems with it. I probably need to learn how to use it better, but that's what I use. I use it to shoot my kids and my videos and my cards and everything like that. I use iMovie currently, but I'd like to upgrade to Final Cut Pro sometime this year. I need to upgrade my laptop. I have a MacBook Air, and it says that it can handle the program, but I want to upgrade my computer before I spend $300 on a software program that might bog it down a little bit. So, but that's what I currently use. I hate iMovie. It is the most frustrating thing to use, and there's a video on there that I've tried to delete for the last like 3 months, and it just won't go away. I don't know. Patiently waiting. Okay, where was I? Denise Watts, congratulations, Corin. So lovely to see your face. It is awkward. It is. Which of your craft sets has had the most use? In my case, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. T-Sol Bentulov? Is that a real word? Simply because my son has used them so many times. My most used stamp set is Adorable Elephants by MFT, for sure. I think that was my first Birdie Brown set that I purchased, and I just was in love with those elephants. I used it last week for sentiments. That's the one, Adorable Elephants. Diane Wiswall, congrats on 500 and thank you for making videos. You're welcome. Do you think the world would be a nicer place if everyone relaxed more and colored with Copics? I think coloring is a wonderful escape from stress. Absolutely. Absolutely. If everyone could just shut up and color, that would be a great thing. Okay, Connie Inman. Corin, who inspires you the most in the scrapbooking world? I would have to say it is Nicole Spohr. For me, I love all of her cards and she comes up with the neatest cards. I love seeing you in the picture. Nicole definitely does great cards, and her work ethic is amazing. She pumps out a lot of videos and cards, and I know that she does that for her job, but she really does she's something to inspire to be. I love Francine Villame. She's on the MFT design team. Her designs are so innovative. I love her. I get inspiration from all of you. Everyone that shares online on Instagram, and I get to see their stuff. I have like 1,000, I follow 1,000 people on Instagram, and I try to look at all as much as I can. And I get inspiration from all of them, but those two definitely, and everyone that posts on YouTube and things like that, it's definitely the greatest community you could ever be a part of, for sure. Sabrina Fioretti, congratulations on reaching 500 subscribers. Loved seeing you in front of the camera. No, I'm not. I'm not beautiful. Maybe when I was younger. Due to an injury, I get migraines. That's so terrible when I fussy cut because of looking down. So I've been buying dies for most stamp sets, but I'm thinking of investing in a scan and cut. What's your preference? Do you ever use the scan and cut? Thanks for sharing. I do have a scan and cut. I've had it for the past 6 months. We have a love-hate relationship, me and the scan and cut. I do use it because I too hate fussy cutting. I don't get migraines, but of course I destroy my project. So I use the scan and cut, and a lot of times it frustrates me. It's destroyed projects before, so it is useful for many things. So I will keep it around, but I prefer the dies. If I have coordinating dies, which is, it's expensive to buy coordinating dies. I bought it to try to feel like I was saving money, but I hear him. He's coming. Hi. You want to come up?
I just found this.
Oh, you found a candle snuffer? Mommy's got to answer a few more questions, okay? Pre-created says, congratulations, Cora. My question to you is there any technique that really frustrates you? I'm getting frustrated whenever I try no-line coloring. Haven't had any success, not even once. I get frustrated depending on what I'm doing, or how tired I am, or how much time I have, or what my mood is. I could get frustrated with anything, just die cutting. If I'm in a bad mood, I try not to get too frustrated. I'll walk away, you know. So if I get frustrated, I walk away. But no line coloring is definitely a difficult technique. Definitely takes practice, and I think that you have to be a good artist. You have to be a colorer to do no line coloring, because you have to know where the shading is, and it's difficult. Linda Keever says, what's that flower? Is it a fuchsia in the stamp set? Okay. How are my Copic markers stored? In the container behind me. It is that Hero Arts fuchsia is definitely what I'm giving away today, and that I made that. This is a piece of a light that came out of my kitchen. No, you gotta eat breakfast first.
I did.
When?
Chicken.
That was last night for dinner.
Can we have dinner?
We can have breakfast. Is that okay?
Eggs.
So this was something I made, and if you check out my Instagram, I pull it out and show you how it was made. Yes, we can have eggs.
Okay. Can you make eggs?
Yes. Crafty Haven says, I love G45 paper. Definitely my favorite line of papers. Don't get me wrong, I love paper, so I don't discriminate, but G45 is my favorite. What is your favorite paper line? I don't know what G45 is. I have to look into that, or you could tell me what it is. My favorite papers are MFT, Paper Tray Ink, Simon Says Stamp. I usually prefer Simon Says Stamp. They have good quality paper. So if I had to answer, it would be Simon. Rebecca V says, congratulations, Corin, on reaching over 500 subbies. I absolutely love your videos, thank you, and find you extremely talented. My question is, will you be posting a craft room tour anytime soon, as I would absolutely love to see that. The answer to that question for myself, I don't make videos. I plan on doing a craft room tour at 1,000 subscribers. So right now I'm at a little over 500. So at 1,000, I'm doing some stuff to it. That's why it's kind of blank behind me. But I will do it at 1,000 no matter what. I promise. 1,000 subscribers. Lisa Davis says, what is your favorite color? Mine is blue. If I had to choose a color, it would be blue. For sure, yeah. Kate Wabenhorst. I'm very excited that reached 500 viewers. Thank you. Can you show and tell us how you store your Copic refill? Thanks a bunch, and I enjoy watching your videos. I only have 2 refills. I've been collecting Copic since like 2013, and I've only purchased 2 refills. Because I know that some of mine are getting a little dry. But I just have like a baggie right now. I have seen on Etsy you can purchase a thing that fits in your Roscog cart, and it fits your Copic refills perfectly, and that's interesting to me. And also Stamp and Storage has like the marker nooks.
Go in a candle.
Yes, it does. The marker nooks hold them pretty well too, so
Mommy,
those are my 2 ways that I'm considering.
Cake.
No, it works with a candle.
Oh.
Susan Elliott says, congratulations on reaching 500 subscribers. My question's based a little bit of wonderfulness. You've shown behind you the video. I see plain cardstock, colored pencils, and Copics. Do you have much patterned paper? I have way too much. I pretty much collect it. I have 1 fridge bins of 6x6 paper pads, and that's it. And I refuse to go over that because I hardly ever use patterned paper. So I have 1 very full fridge bins of 6x6 paper pads, and I feel like I have to either purge before I buy new or start using some of it up. I too have been happy to purchase some pattern paper, but sorry, my sinuses are bothering me. I love pattern paper as much as the next person, but I cannot just buy it and let it sit there. So I have to use it. I have to start using it or purge it. So there are some in there that have not even been touched, and that's terrible. There are some that have been. I put them in Ziploc bags and store them with their scraps so that keeps everything together. Well, that is my questions and answers, and I'm gonna feed him, and then I'll be back to choose a winner. Okay? Let's go eat. You wanna eat? Let's go eat. Okay. Do you think we'll get interrupted again? I do. Alright, so I have it all set up, and I'm gonna press the button. Julie Adams, you're the winner. So if you could email me at corinwiskman@gmail.com, I think that's the best way. And that way I can send you your goodies. Thank you all for participating in my giveaway and being supportive and asking questions and caring. And I'll see you again at 1,000 subscribers. Fingers crossed. Bye.